Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Inferno Paternal, and in this video, as you guys can see in the title, I'm going to be giving you a guide to Jade in Mortal Kombat 11. The variation I'm going to be going over in this video is going to be her Royal Guard variation, and the abilities that the variation has is the pole vault cancel, and the amplified nitro kick. Alright guys, now before I get into this video, I want to make a little disclaimer quickly that this is from the online beta of Mortal Kombat 11 and an early version of Mortal Kombat 11, and some things might change, some things might get patched, some things might get nerfed, and if they do, I will for sure change the title to outdated and I will make a new one if you want me to. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. Starting off, I'm going to say it again. I know I said it in the beginning, but I'm going to say it again. The Royal Guard variation, the abilities are the pole vault cancel, and the amplified nitro kick. Now Jade is a really cool character whose moves have good range because of her pole. She has some really good mix-up moves, and because of the pole vault ability that we have, we will be able to play lots of mind games with our opponents. Her main component though for this variation is putting pressure on your opponent and getting in your opponent's face. You want no space, but if you have to make space, you have the right tools to make space. Starting off with the first move, we have the down 2. Now the down 2 has good range for an uppercut. It is amazing because her pole gives the uppercut such good range that it's even a good whiff punisher. Like if someone whiffs something, you can hit them from a good distance with the uppercut. It's an overall great move to just kind of throw out there. Moving on to the next move, we have the back 2. The back 2 has great range and starts up fast. Use this if your opponent is mashing and is not in your range. You can hit confirm this into a special move, and it is great for whiff punishing as well. I use this move a ton, just especially because of how fast it is and its great range. It's good for keeping your opponents in check, and hey, if you hit them with the move, just cancel it into a special move for some more damage. Moving on to the next move, we have the down 4. Now the down 4 is perfect for a quick low and has some great range. Right after your opponent ends his string and you finish blocking it, use it. Or if they whiff a move, use it. Also, if the move your opponent is using is going to be a high move, when you use the down 4, you will be automatically ducked. So you don't have to worry about blocking the high move because it will go straight over you and you would have punished them with the down 4. To the next move, we have the jump 4 and the jump 3. They are great for mix-ups and great for air-to-air combat, and they're also, just because of how good their range is, it's kind of good to just kind of jump around, test out your opponent, see if he's going to try and jump, but be careful, because if you're not using the jump 3 and the jump 4 right, you could get anti-aired and punished as well. But I think it's just pretty good to kind of mix up your opponent every once in a while, take a break from the ground game and just kind of take it to the air with this. On to the strings of the guide, we have the 1-2-4. The 1-2-4 is amazing, fast, and super effective. Use the pole vault right after the 2 for some good mix-ups and screw-ups options. The 4 causes the crushing blow and launches your opponent in the air for some combo potential. So, depending on the certain situation, the 4 at the very end of the string, if it hits, can get a crushing blow for some good damage and an extra bounce up for a combo. The other cool thing about this is that it is a fast move, so as you can just throw this out, use a special move, get some extra damage in, or you could use the pole vault to play some mind games. To the next string, we have the back 1-2. The back 1-2 is a pretty good startup, good overhead mix-up. Follow this up after some lows. So you're mixing him up with some lows, making him think, oh, he's going to do low again. Use this back 1-2, and you can mess them up. To the next string, we have the 2-1-2. It is a great startup and does some good damage if they don't block. Right after the 1, use some special moves during a combo. And it's also a good combo ender and starter. But yeah, the thing that I use this one for, 2-1-2, is I usually don't do the ending 2 with it. I usually just do 2-1 and then I do a little special move. I don't really use this string much for putting on pressure on my opponents, but I use it for combos, I guess you could say. To the next string, we have the forward 2-1. The forward 2-1 is slow, it has some good range, and it bounces up your opponent, but you won't be able to combo off of it. So it's a pretty good move. I mean, the range is really good because, you just kind of lunge your pole at them. It's also pretty good for testing out your opponent because if they're just kind of stale, they don't really know what they're doing, just kind of hit them with this. But be very careful because it's very, very slow, and you can easily get punished with this string. Going on to the next string, we have the forward 3-4-3. This one starts with a decently fast low, and I would use a special move between the combo or just start a combo with this. It's great for using special moves right after the 4, so don't just use the whole string if they're not blocking it. Like, if you actually hit them and they're not blocking it, use a special move. But if they are blocking it, don't use the special move in the middle of it because you're going to get punished. Moving on to the next move, we have the 4-3. Now, this one ends with a good, powerful low, and you can even use a special move after it. I really like this one. This is probably one of my favorite strings from Jade because her 4-3 is just an overall fast, and it hits with a good low. You can even get an extra special move out of it if they hit. And I really like it, and I really suggest if you are trying to mix up your opponent, this is going to be one of your main components to mix them up with. To the next string, we have the back 3-4-3-4. That's a lot of numbers. It is amazing because if your opponent doesn't really know the string, he will try to attack in the middle of it, but it's such a long string that it can trip up your opponent. And the crazy thing about this move is that because it's so fast and there's 4 kicks, you can tweak it. You can do back 3-4-3 to where it's only 3 kicks and then do a special move, or simply stop it and grab them because you know they're going to block because they think there's a 4th one. This is a really good move to kind of trip up your opponent because it's 4 kicks, it's a long string. Use it to your advantage. To the last string, we have the forward 4-1. It isn't really a mix-up move, but it is great because if it hits your opponent will fly to the other side of the screen and give you a distance advantage. Even though her zoning game isn't that good, I would mainly use this string for her zoning variation, but this variation is not really a good zoning variation, so don't even worry about it. But if your opponent's really good at keeping pressure on you, like if it's Baraka and he has high damage when he's putting pressure and on the right in front of you, then definitely use this to keep it away. Moving on to the next move, we have the special moves. Starting off with the first one, we have back forward 1. Now, it's not really a good zoning option because of how slow it is, but it's great for keeping your opponent in check and maintaining that stage control. That's another important factor of Jade, maintaining stage control. The amplified version throws another one, so if you know he's going to jump over it, amplify it, and the other one will hit him. Moving on to the most important move, the back forward 3. This is her best ability, I believe. The reason this ability is so good is because of the many ways that you can use it. It is the pole vault. You can use it as a fake out by canceling it. You can use it with the pressure with its normal type. You can even amplify it for a weird looking addition for some good damage, and even a crushing blow. Yeah, I mean, it's just so much options that you can use. And now, you can't really make it safe on blocks, so be careful because this cancels not like Devora's and MKX where you can extend combos and make it safe on block. Just use the cancel as a fake out, you know, like kind of use it for a fake out and then mix them up. So like hit them with a low string and then do the pole vault and then cancel it and then do an overhead string. They're not going to know what the heck you just did, but you're going to know what you just did. Also, another thing to note is that if you hold the 3 button, you will run full screen, and you can get a crushing blow from the amplified version as long as you run a long distance. This move is really good because the new MK11 style doesn't really have running. There's just kind of slow dashing, and this move is basically a running move, so you know you cheat the system, homie. To the next string, we have the down back 2. This move will make you invincible for a short time period from all projectiles. This move is very useful when getting zoned out. So even though she doesn't have a lot of zoning options with her freaking moves, this one will make you able to not get zoned out. So if your opponent is Scarlet per se and she beats you in the zoning, just use this, be invincible to her projectiles, get in there with the pressure, and get it in. Down back 4. This is a good parry. This can lead to a crushing blow, and if you amplify it, it will do a huge amount of damage. This is also another one of them mind games. I'm saying, dog, you can kind of cancel your pole vault, wait for him to do something, and then parry because he thinks you're stopping and you're like having brain lag, but you're not, dude. You're really just gonna parry him. This is another mind game. You just gotta pretty much use your tools wisely and just kind of read your opponent's mind and think what he's thinking and then use it against him. Moving on to the next special move, we have the back forward 2. This move is fast and is great for using during a string, and it is even a good with Punisher. Not only is it fast, but you are walking while you're doing it, so it makes it have some good range and distance as well. If you are also in a corner while using it, you can get a combo off of it. This is one of the most useful moves from freaking Jade, dude. I'm telling you, this move is so amazing, and I always use this in my strings. Like if I get a 2-1 on them, you know, I just use this to hit confirm it. It's really good, gets you some good little damage in there, and you can even get a combo in the corner. How great is that? On to the last special move, we have the down forward 4. This move, I believe, is her second most important move of this variation, being that it's a great wake-up attack. It's super fast. It's super fast. And not only that, but it's an OG move from the OG Mortal Kombat. It's the freaking kick, dude. Everybody remembers the kick, dude. And then also, the amazing thing about it is when you amplify it with this variation that we're using, you get another kick with some more damage. This move is also an amazing whiff punisher, and it can produce a crushing blow. Also, I love using this midstream because if you amplify it, it will give you some good damage. So, basically, that was about it, guys. You pretty much understand the basics. If you hit them with a low, hit them with a top, hit them with a string, and if they block it, use your pole vault, and then cancel it, and then grab them. You know what I'm saying, dog? Use all these tools to your advantage, okay? And, guys, that's about it for this guide, okay? If I wasn't clear enough on this guide, feel free to let me know. This is my second Mortal Kombat guide, but I think I'm getting it, alright? But if I'm not, feel free to let me know, guys. And hope you guys having a great day. Don't let anybody break your stride, and I'll see you in the next video.